Thanks for tuning into this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Monday Hoops coming up. It'll be the Sacramento Kings facing off against the Washington Wizards. And that wraps up things here in the studio. I'll see you again for the HP Halftime Report. Now, here's Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K broadcasting crew.
The Kings are road tripping into this interconference contest. The Wizards fans are making noise here at the Verizon Center. We're in the nation's capital. 2K Sports brings you this broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and with me, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. And now the State Farm starting lineup. Here's a look at the Sacramento Kings. Johnson is out there with Brandon Knight. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Jimmer Fredette. And it's Bell in at the shooting guard position. And for the Wizards, we've got White. Also Holiday out there. Beasley out there with DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, fellas, you never know what's going to happen when you cross conferences with some teams. And things didn't go so well for the Wizards against the West last season, that's for sure.
And it's the Kings to start out. And here's Fredette. Over Holiday. Fredette gets the bucket. Fredette's got the game going here with the first basket for the Kings. Well, back to the Wizards. Clark, you're right. They really had some problems against the West, as you mentioned. And Steve, that's got to change.
Yeah, 7 wins in 30 total games against the Western Conference. It's the second worst interconference record in the NBA. So nowhere to go but up if you're Washington.
That is good. Here is Knight. Back to Johnson. Passes to Bell. He kicks to Fredette. Clock at 6.
You know, when you take a look at Michael Beasley and his numbers from last year, he added 4 points to his point-per-game average from 15 up to 19. He's got nice range, and I think he's going to continue to be an outstanding scorer.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who moments ago spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what do you have to say?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Now, here is Bell. Following the shot by Drew Holiday. And that one's good. And for Michael Beasley, a natural power forward, but Steve, with his shooting, he can probably play at the 3.
Yeah, a little bit of a tweener. You know, he can play 4, he can play 3. I think there are times when there's a mismatch on the offensive end of the floor because he's so difficult to cover. The key for Beasley is just the consistency on a nightly basis, particularly at the defensive end of the floor.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Fredette. Now Bell. Here's Knight. Drops in the tray. Knight's got 5 points so far.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots.
Holiday, the pass to Beasley. It's stolen by Bell.
I really don't like what I'm seeing their last couple of possessions, Kevin. That's 2 turnovers in a row. Careless turnovers at that.
They're getting a little casual with the ball. They've got to nip that in the bud right now.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
You know, when you think about the Kings finding a way to stay in Sacramento another year, a lot of that credit has to go to the city, their fans, some former players. How about the mayor of Sacramento, former NBA All-Star Kevin Johnson?
And the Kings making a change here. Williams is checked in. Here's Holiday. It's a 9-point spread. Fredette picks him up. Backing down is Cousins. To halt the run. Fired short, but gets the kind roll and goes in. Kevin Johnson, you're right, Clark. He was a terrific leader in the NBA. He's been a terrific leader in Northern California. Steve, if there's one guy that can push this through, it's probably KJ.
Yeah, they still need a long-term stadium solution, Kevin, in Sacramento, but give Kevin Johnson credit, and also the Sacramento Kings organization for figuring out a way to keep them in the city for the time being, and let's hope they can find a long-term solution.
Here's Holiday. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. Pass to Cousins. Over Johnson. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 6.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
Now, here is Fredette. Good D by Holiday.
He lost his focus there, guys. That's a shot he should make.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Kings leading now by 7. Fredette. They get the rebound. Now, here is Knight. He's guarded closely. Shoots over White. The good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 9.
They're clicking offensively. A nice rhythm here, coming out strong.
Shooting an excellent percentage. That's why they've got the lead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, the Kings really struggled last year no matter where they played, but they managed to win more games on the road than they did at home. That's kind of an interesting stat.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for White. And a change for the Kings. Sanders is checked in. Here's Beasley, looking for his first bucket of the game. And it's Johnson picking him up. And that one is good by Beasley. Going back to the Kings, they were so bad at home that just to be mediocre on the road would get them more wins.
Yeah, it was really a strange thing to see, Kevin. The Kings struggled so mightily in Sacramento, but I think some of the rumors about whether the team was going to be there, what ownership was thinking, all of that had to play a role in the struggles at home. It once was one of the best buildings and atmospheres in the NBA, and that certainly has not been the case in recent years.
Here's Sanders. Oh, that's blocked. Wizards trail by 7. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. And that one is good by Beasley.
Boy, that was a nice little finger roll to finish the play. Splendid finish.
Fredette. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Holiday.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, there just aren't that many players these days who enter the draft with the kind of hype that Jimmer Fredette has had.
One thing sure about Jimmer Fredette, Clark, he can score. He led the nation in points scored last season, Steve, with almost 29 points a game.
Boy, was Jimmer Fredette phenomenal. The Mountain West Conference's all-time leading scorer. And he's been working hard to get to the NBA. That's been his dream since he was 5 years old. And he's always been a tremendous shooter from an early age. And he's just a special talent. Off to the races, just really getting up and down the floor.
Not much defense could do there, guys, but let him go.
Now, here is Knight. Turner covering. Baseline try. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got 11 points.
What a quarter from him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
The dish to Cousins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
When you hear people talk to DeMarcus Cousins, they always talk about the talent, big body, skill, good feet, excellent hands. He has the potential to be a dominant big man.
Clark talking about the great skill level, Steve, of DeMarcus Cousins. I think some felt that last season he had a tendency to get too fancy, shooting outside shots, putting his ball handling to the test.
Yeah, I think the big thing with DeMarcus Cousins is to establish that inside game first and work on that low post game and his footwork. And if he can do that, then as a coach, now you allow him to go out and play some pick and pop stuff and knock down that outside shot. But he's got to establish the post game first.
Taking 2 shots. Thunder.
The first free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for the Kings. Good on both. Here's Fredette. Sanders with the ball. Here's Fredette. A baseline J, and he hits the jumper for 2. Fredette's got 6.
Look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots.
Now here's Beasley. 6 points for him. Good.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, we'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Knight kicks to Williams. No good with the triple.
This has been a strong statement by them, the way they've come out and attacked the glass early.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. I love the physical play, the fact that they're taking the game right to their opponents.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep it. Possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Beasley. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson.
Oops. You got to watch it if you bring the ball down when you're on the low block.
And blocked. Even numbers. Here's Turner. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
They set the pick. Shot off the screen. That's good. Fredette's got 8.
Boy, he did a nice job losing his man on a good pick and then just buried the jumper. That is basketball 101 right there, Kevin.
And Washington has possession. They trail by 6. Turner dishes to Mason, and he makes good on the layup.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Fades away. Fredette gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Kevin, that's beautiful. With the guy all over him, the fadeaway was about the only option he had, and he cashed in on it.
Beasley, he's guarded by Williams. Back to Beasley. Sanders covering. They set the screen. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Took him no time at all on that one. Fredette's got 13.
You know, guys, he's always looking for that open 3. I mean, that's his strength, and sometimes the best time to get the 3 is in transition.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
Just lost track of where he was on the floor.
And Washington has possession. 9-point game. Fredette hits the recall. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. The first one falls. Nice checked in for Fredette. Second free throw, no good.
Fouls here, they're having an impact so far.
He gathers. Knight. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Knight's got 15. Top of the key. Kings leading now by 10. Feeds it to Bell. The rebound by Mason. 1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Turner. Williams picks him up. Turner passes to Mason. A Prophet. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Williams. Here's Bell. But they get it back. Johnson kicks to Knight. Dishes to Bell. And here's Sanders. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Second shot opportunity. Hits the bucket. And the Kings lead by 12.
Yeah, defensively, they have to pick up the intensity and close out on shooters.
Steve, you're right. I mean, they're getting picked apart out there, and the intensity on D's got to pick up as well. I mean, you can't have it on cruise control on defense.
Thunder. Sanders covering. Fires it up. No good from Beasley.
He'll usually knock that shot down.
He sure will, but that's one he couldn't pass up.
Now Knight. He's got 15. The rebound by Turner. Throws it from deep. Can't get it to go. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
22.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Here's Holiday. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Holiday out there with White. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Beasley in at power forward. Here's Cousins. Trains it from 7 feet out. Cousins has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Wizards. Fredette with it. From 20 feet out. And Brandon Knight the bucket on the assist by Fredette. Knight's got 17 now. Wizards trail by 12. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, we have been accustomed to seeing the Wizards in a blue and gold scheme as their uniform turns now to red, white, and blue from their previous iterations. It matches the rest of the teams in the city that share the Verizon Center. It's appropriate that a team in the nation's capital wear red, white, and blue, guys.
Thank you, Doris. The new look has been a hit so far.
Yeah, I got to say, I love these new uniforms. Very reminiscent of those old Bullets jerseys.
6 to shoot. Fredette guarded by Holiday. From the wing, here's Johnson. Dunks it down.
You know, everybody's got a job to do. Each player has a role in clearing space under the boards. That's his.
And then collecting on the second chance points clutch. So important.
Man, is he hard to handle in the paint. Just so strong, and he attacks.
Shot is off. And the Kings the other way.
Tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Gets it to go. Knight's got 19 points.
This is a very steady performance offensively for him.
Open look. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Holiday.
Kevin, his scoring ability is valuable, really valuable. I mean, he's a guy you can rely on to knock down shots.
Fredette off target with his three.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently. It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Here's Fredette. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Bell dishes to Johnson. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. From about 19 feet. Washington with the rebound. Holiday's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Turner. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Kings leading now by 10. Johnson, the pass to Knight. Fires from 14. That's good from Fredette on the assist by Knight. Fredette's got 15. Johnson against Beasley. He's guarded by Johnson. It's blocked. So it's Sacramento now. Kicks it to Knight. Wide on him. Shoots a fader. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Bell dishes to Fredette. He feeds it to Knight.
Hey, balance it out. Oh, hit that.
Now, here is Fredette. Guarded by Holiday.
Right here, back door.
Takes the three. They grab their own miss. Fredette, the pass to Johnson. Good ball movement. He dishes it to Knight. From the arc. No luck, and it's the Wizards taking it the other way.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And there's the feed to Bell. Pass to Johnson. And it's blocked. But they recover it. Gets it to go. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's White. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Passes it to Holiday. He passes to Turner. He kicks it to Cousins. Easy shot. That's good. Here's Fredette. Guarded by Holiday. And Bell kicks to Fredette. To the inside. Johnson can't hit. Wizards trail by 12 and stolen by Knight. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Knight's got 21.
And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Hey, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Clark, you're right. The early fouls contributing to the deficit here in the first.
Yeah, I don't think they're moving their feet well enough, Kevin. I mean, when you foul, you're typically out of position and you're late. So they've got to anticipate better and then play defense without fouling. Stop for using your hand.
I've seen that too. The Wizards making a switch here. Here's Holiday. Here's Beasley. Overnight. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 14 points.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
Now, here is Bell. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Holiday. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. It's Beasley on the wing. Backs him down. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second cost.
Well, this score is only going to get worse if they make any more mistakes like that.
know, you can't make plays like that anytime during the game. Never mind when you're already trailing.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
You got to keep everybody on the same page. They need to get their heads together. That's the goal.
Now, here is Fredette. 15 points in the game. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Fredette's got 17.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Holiday. They trail by 14. Beasley left side. Overnight. And again, Michael Beasley. 16 points for him.
Well, after that strong start to this game, he's really picked it up here in the second.
You know, Michael Beasley basically was given away by the Miami Heat for a second-round pick and some cap space. Pretty surprising. Former number 2 overall pick. He's an outstanding scorer.
Now, here is Fredette. He's got 17. Over Holiday. Fredette can't hit.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
Mark, you're talking about Michael Beasley. The Heat traded him away so they could create space to sign Mike Miller. Steve, do you think they'll come to regret that decision?
No, I think Miami is perfectly happy with where they are going into the future. You know, remember, they traded him away to create more cap space, and that was one of the reasons they were able to get LeBron and Chris Bosh. So who knew what was going to eventually become of him? He had a great season with Minnesota, so it looks like he's going to be a very productive player during his career.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Fredette, no good on the 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
The Wizards with another miss.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
And here is Knight. He's got 21. Johnson inside. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's good defense. Don't let a guy get a lay-in, foul hard, and send him to the free throw line.
Yeah, I like that billboard there, sending a message. You can't come in here and get anything free in our paint.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Holiday, looking for his first bucket of the game. Jacks up a 3, and Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
Well, I think it takes a lot of guts to shoot the 3 on the fast break with a guy closing out on you.
Now Fredette. He's got 17. They get it back. Bell with it. White's there. No good from Bell. Wizards trail by 12. 3-pointer. And it's White missing. Now the Kings with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The leaner inside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, plenty of contact there. Easy call.
Steve, when you miss a shot like that, you know he got hit on the way up.
And the Kings making a change here. Sanders is checked in. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Holiday. Connects on the open J. Here's Fredette. Guarded by Holiday. Knight with it. From the top of the key. Fredette can't hit.
Well, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way. But he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Well, I like that. They ran to the three-point line and got an uncontested look there in transition.
And Holiday picks him up defensively. Now, here is Fredette. Tight defense on him. Pocket 6. Johnson dishes to Knight. Over Beasley. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Wizards trail by 8. And the pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Fredette, the pass tonight. By Beasley. Here is Knight. He's got 21. Johnson. And again, unable to change momentum here. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Here's Fredette. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. And here's Sanders. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Misses. A 10-footer. Fredette grabs the miss. Fredette's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Covered by Beasley. Shot on the wing. A shot by Knight, no good.
Tell you what, despite the miss, he shouldn't hesitate to take those kinds of looks when he gets them. That's a good shot.
Heaves it up. Shot is off. Back in just a minute here in Washington.
51 against 52.
Nothing takes the edge off a Monday like HP at the half. For the Kings, a closely contested game against the Washington Wizards. They're getting after it on the offensive boards, making plays with sheer energy. Brandon Knight playing great through 2 quarters. At the break, 21 points, and is also working on the other end of the floor. Nice defensive work. On the other side, the Wizards looking pretty solid as well. They've kept the defense off balance with their great passing attack. An all-round great effort by Michael Beasley. He's up to 24 points, also pulled down 4 rebounds. These two with no problems putting up points. They're leading their teams in first half scoring. That's it. Time for us to wrap things up and get you on back out to the second half. Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris, thanks so much for tuning in.
Yeah, my whole goal is a poet's to be relaxed in orbit. My slow flow is euphoric.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Here's Holiday. On the floor for Sacramento. Brandon Knight is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jimmer, Fredette. Then it's Johnson, and it's Bell in at the 2-guard spot. Now here is Holiday. Fredette picks him up. Shot clock at 6. Backing down is Beasley. Here's Holiday. And that misses. That would have put him up.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this one, securing the ball is so vital.
Here's Holiday after the Kings pick up 2. And it's Knight picking him up. Beasley the screen. And Holiday kicks to Beasley. With the floater. Here's Cousins.
And they've missed the first 3 shots of the third quarter.
There's the dish to Fredette. Feeds to Johnson. Blocked. Wizards trail by 3. Now here is Holiday. Backing down is Beasley. And another miss by Washington.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
Now Bell. 5 points in the game. Dishes to Fredette. Over White. Fredette gets the bucket. Fredette's got 19 points. Here comes Drew Holiday. It's a 5-point game.
And what a season Jimmer Fredette had last year for BYU. Led his team to the Sweet 16. A lot of people compare him to Steph Curry because of his ability to get his shot off anytime, anywhere. He's got good passing skills as well.
On its way from Beasley for 2, and another miss by Washington.
That's 5 shots without a conversion. A very tough start coming out of the half. Yeah, going straight to the hoop, attacking the whole way.
Yeah, nice finish. Cap that break off in style.
And Steve, you talk about Jimmer Fredette's shooting ability. Clark, I know you've seen him a little bit this season in the NBA. You saw him up close in a game you broadcast last year. It seems like his range is unlimited.
We call it in the gym range.
Yeah.
That's what Jimmer has, in the gym range. And that's not going to change. What you have to wonder about is how does he deal with having to defend? Can he play off the ball a little bit? And I think he's a lot tougher. I think that's going to surprise some people. He's a pretty physical guy for somebody of his size. Yeah, he's not a big guy, but I think he's got an edge and a toughness to him that'll serve him well as he plays in the NBA.
Well, people certainly know who he is. I mean, they talked a lot about him last year in college.
Yeah, his brand is out there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now here's Beasley. 26 points for him. They need to get going. No one near him. And Washington again with the bucket.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
Timeout called by the Kings.
He wants to make a few adjustments out there, and he's running through those with his team right now.
Williams, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Fredette. 19 points in the game. A 10-footer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Beasley. And that one falls for Williams. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Holiday. Fredette picks him up. It's Beasley on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Kicks it out to Beasley from outside the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The 3, that's good. Fredette's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, when he plays well, generally the team does too, and it's exactly what we're seeing here today.
Outside Holiday. Fires top of the key. And Washington again with the bucket. Here is Knight. He's got 23. From 11 feet away. And the shot is good. Knight's got 25 points.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint. And who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area. So I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense. It's been all about ball movement here. Great passing.
Yeah, anytime you've got an unselfish team, the ball will find the open player.
Now, here is Fredette, guarded by Holiday. Fredette can't hit.
I like the shot, despite the miss. I mean, that's his range.
And he converts the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Kings lead.
You know, when there's little or no D on this guy and he's headed to the rim, just chalk it up and go on.
Kicks it to Knight. Light covering. Jumps up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Highly decorated in high school, Brandon Knight. Florida's Mr. Basketball. He's ranked 2nd all-time in scoring in Florida with 3,515 points.
And you go back to Brandon Knight, Clark. Not only was he an excellent athlete in high school, but a great student, too. I mean, he had a 4.0 and also helped lead his team, the Pinecrest Panthers, to a state title his junior season. He has not done a good job taking care of the ball here tonight. 4 turnovers for him.
Boy, that is a sweet feed from his teammate there.
Wizards trail by 9. Holiday with it. 6 points for him. Six on the shot clock. Gives him the lead pass. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Holiday. And that's now 30 points for Beasley.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork. Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Washington calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
The Kings are making a switch. Here's Beasley. He has 30. Here's Holiday. He feeds it to Beasley. Pocket 6. Goes straight up. Knight grabs the board. Knight's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
A humongous lead for him here. I mean, they've really done a good job of controlling the flow of the game.
Yeah, and I think it's the rebounding they have to thank for that, Clark, because it's really set the tone in this contest.
So he comes up empty at the line. Pushing it up. And here's White. And it's Miller picking him up. It's stolen by Fredette.
Great defensive work right there. The quick hands lead to the turnover. This team just looking to run at every opportunity.
Circles around them is what they're doing. I mean, pushing the tempo and really enjoying an advantage there.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 6. Backing down is Beasley. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Fredette gets the bucket.
But you've got to get the ball out of his hands. Bring an extra defender and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
Beasley working against Miller. Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Backing down his Cousins. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Boy, I like that finish. Perfect for that possession.
Yep, a simple one-hand jam.
That's the way to do it, guys.
Now Fredette. He has 29. Miller. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They're in a groove now. These 3-pointers just falling at will here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the defense has got major headaches because this team's just not missing.
Now here's Beasley. White with it. He dishes it to Holiday. From deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Knight's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, unfortunately, he just has not been able to produce offensively to this point.
Here's Holiday. He has 6. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah. Steve, you like groove, don't you?
I do. I love groove, Kevin. And I love the attack mode this team is in, too. I mean, they're really getting into the paint. They're getting whatever they want offensively.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Here's Fredette. For 3. No good.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
And here is Knight. 32 points in the game. Fredette. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Fredette's got 31 points. Now here is Holiday. And Cousins kicks to White. Now the feed to Holiday. Pass to Cousins. Goes back up. And the running layup is good. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And a nice jump for their offense in the second half. They're now up above 50% shooting for the game.
And, Steve, it's no surprise to see them in the lead. I mean, when you score efficiently like that, you keep a lot of pressure on the other team.
Now here's Cousins. 20 points for him. That's good. Here's Fredette. It's a 13-point game. Miller passes it to Fredette. He passes to Knight. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And that one's good. Knight's got 34 points.
He's been so valuable for this team with plays like that one.
Holiday, 8 points for him. Backing down is Cousins. Little turnaround. And Sanders pulls it down. And here comes Fredette. 4 seconds left. And he put too much on that one. Puts up a prayer. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. An exceptional performance from Brandon Knight.
The way he's moved through the defense so far through 3 quarters, it's like everybody but him is in slow motion.
Well, he's just that quick going to the basket, Steve. I mean, the help defense just isn't getting there in time, and he's been able to finish.
The Kings on top, up by 15. It's time for the fourth quarter and time to check in with the 4th member of our team, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark Report. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, the spark in this game, the big push by the Kings. The third quarter was clearly their time to shine, and they've made the most of it to build this lead. You have to like their chances with the way they're playing as they head into the fourth. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Clark, it was a scoring run that proved extremely important.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? I think that's exactly when they grabbed this one by the throat, really seized control of it.
And you could see their energy just building as the game went on. And by the end of that run, they really took control of everything.
They've got Beasley. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Evan Turner. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. So it's Washington now, trailing by 17. He kicks it to Beasley. Backing down. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Kings.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the board. Solid job on the glass.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead, and it shouldn't be overlooked. I mean, rebounding is a huge part of this game.
And that one falls for Fredette.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Washington now. 19-point game. And there's the pass to Beasley. Open look. Gets it to go. Beasley's got 32 points.
He can't do it all. I mean, he's scoring big numbers, but he's got to get some help from his teammates.
Fredette with it. Here is Knight. The dish to Johnson. They're moving the ball. The three is launched. Cannot hit. Wizards trail by 17. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
And Washington has possession. Backing down is Cousins.
Beasley.
Releases. A terrific shot on a turnaround. Cousins has got 24 points. Now, here is Fredette. Defense is right there. And here is Knight. Knocked away.
The reaction was so quick. Incredible defense.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast enough to contest.
Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys.
Now, here is Knight. And there's the rejection. Beasley outside. Over Fredette. No good from Beasley. Second chance shot. And Cousins gets it to go. He's got 26.
Boy, I like the rugged work on the inside that led to that very easy putback. That's going after it there, guys.
Out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And took a gamble there to try to disrupt that pass.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get a hold of it, but still a nice play.
Here's Fredette. Five to shoot. A fadeaway. The shot no good. And it's the Wizards taking it the other way. Beasley against Johnson. Fades. They get it again. Now here's Turner. Defended by Bell. Shot's good by Turner.
They've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Stephen, that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Beasley. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll. Beasley's got 12 points here in the second half. Now, here is Fredette. Guarded closely. Now, here is Knight. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Cousins. Drops in the layup for two. And now it's only a 5-point Kings lead. Now Fredette. Knight, covered by Beasley. They're moving the ball. They need this one. Rebound by the Wizards. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Now here's Beasley. Beasley got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Beasley's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Timeout called by the Kings.
The coach doesn't look pleased at all. He's going to try to iron things out.
And making a change here, the Wizards. Holiday's checked in. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Paul Westphal address his team. His message was very simple. Pick up the pace and be extremely aggressive. He said at one point, we need to make things very hard on their ball handlers. Let's see if they can feel the heat, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here is Fredette. Here's Knight. And that one goes long.
Tough miss. I mean, not much defense. He had a really good look at the hoop.
Count the bucket. They now have 13 unanswered points.
Now they've clawed their way back in it, guys, and they're now in a position to tie this game up.
Well, or take the lead. I mean, a lot of gutty performances are needed to pull out the win, but they keep plugging along. I like what I'm seeing.
Here is Bell. Feeds to Knight. Over Beasley. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got 36.
He's been noticeably AWOL here in the fourth, absent. Only one make on 5 chances. DeMarcus Cousins, on talent alone, Kevin, I mean, he might have gone #1 in last year's draft. He's skilled, he's big, he's strong, good feet. But there were legitimate concerns about his maturity. That's why he slipped to #5.
Well, Clark talking about the questions on DeMarcus Cousins' maturity, Steve. Those were borne out somewhat last season.
Yeah, we heard a lot of stories about Cousins coming out of Sacramento. That he butted heads with both teammates and coaches. They fined him several times, benched him, even threw him out of practice. So for DeMarcus, it's all about maturity. Clark is right. I mean, he's got the talent, but can he grow and develop into an impact player and a leader in that locker room?
Beasley. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For the 3, Fredette gets the bucket. Fredette's got 36.
Now they are hitting everything they're throwing up. Look at all these threes.
I like the fact, Steve, they're trying to knock him out here. They're trying to hit him with a haymaker. The killer instinct, they're trying to put him out of their misery early.
Now here is Holiday. Michael Beasley missing his last shot. Backs him down. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. And finally they hit one.
And they've gotten themselves back into this game now.
Yeah, it's been an 180-degree change for them, and you can bet the other squad is starting to hear those footsteps.
Now here is Knight. Fredette with it. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Beasley.
The Wizards having all kinds of trouble defending against Fredette.
He's got 36 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
Here's Holiday. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Now here's Cousins. Hits the jump hook. Cousins has got 34 points.
With every shot, he's gaining more and more confidence. He's now 5 for 5 from the field in the fourth.
And I'm not sure why his teammates wouldn't just keep getting him the ball at every opportunity. I mean, the way he's going out there, let him have it every trip.
Knight with it, guarded by Holiday. Beyond the arc. No luck.
Great effort on the glass. Really went up nice and strong to get that ball.
Fredette picks him up. Dishes it to Cousins. Johnson's there. Johnson against Cousins. Unloads. And Washington again with the bucket.
What a fantastic shooting display. He's finding the net every time this quarter.
Johnson outside. Kicks it to Bell. Fades and shoots. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, a high school legend in L.A., Drew Holiday, won 3 state titles at Campbell Hall High School in North Hollywood from 2005 to 2008.
Clark, good notes on Drew Holiday in Los Angeles, averaging 25 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and almost 5 steals a game his senior season. Steve, those are some pretty wonderful numbers to bring to UCLA.
Yeah, the high school player of the year that season, and ended up struggling a little bit his freshman season at UCLA, playing off the ball alongside Darren Collison, but you know, he really developed his first couple of seasons in Philadelphia back to his natural point guard position and a rising star in this league.
Backing down his Cousins. And it's blocked. What an opportunity here.
Boy, a chance to take the lead. Huge right here.
Now, here is Fredette. Covered by Beasley. Beasley with the steal.
And you're asking a lot out of your teammate to try to handle that pass. I don't like that decision at all.
Here's Holiday. Beasley outside. 6 to shoot. Overnight. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 40 points.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Easy to see why he called this timeout. They've been allowing way too many shots around the basket, and that can't continue.
Here is Bell. Turner covering. And here's Fredette. Knight, covered by Beasley. Lock at 6. Now, here is Knight, covered by Beasley. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Wizards leading by 3. Now, here is Holiday. Beasley outside. Cousins dishes to Beasley. Overnight. And again, Michael Beasley. Beasley's got 42 in the game.
What an incredible quarter he's having. He's unstoppable right now.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 5. 1:19 left in the game. 1:19 left in the fourth. Now, here is Fredette. Defense right on him. Johnson kicks to Fredette. Shot clock at 6. Back to Johnson. Sinks it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
As if there was any question, Kev. He's just not fazed by the pressure. He stays focused and always makes big plays.
Holiday. He feeds it to Beasley. The jump hook connects.
Well, they should go back to that because you look at this matchup and he's just too strong for him down there.
Guy is a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
Now, here is Fredette. Guarded by Holiday. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Good foul there. They've got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
And now they foul and stop the clock. He gets the first. That gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw misses. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trailed by 4. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, what they'd like to do is get a quick shot and then go for the foul.
And then they've got to hope, Steve, for some missed free throws as well.
The Wizards making a switch here. Now here's Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That wasn't an easy call, but I think it was the right one. Looked like he got hit on the way up.
Yes, sir. Clearly gets him while he's releasing the ball there, Steve. No doubt about it.
Brandon Knight.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 3. Both shots good from the stripe.
That was absolutely huge, Kevin. If they can get a stop here, the game's there.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. sinks the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
Knight off target with that shot. And so it's Washington who scraped by with the win. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins.
Stay alive, get home and go to bed by 9:45. Gotta go do it all over again. Up early in the morning just to get a hold of that bread. It must be a reason why they call you hot with all that gleam running through your head. Work 2 jobs but you don't do windows. Whatever you gotta do to pay the rent though. Work all day, work all night. At the end of the month that money spent though. Work it out, overtime. Hold down the house on the soldier grind. Making sure that check is signed. Next in line, yeah, do that work. Yeah! How y'all doing out there? Alright. Thank you for joining me this evening. How y'all feel? Cause I feel so. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Yeah. Hands in the sky like AWE. Some call me awesome. Some call me busy. Call me often. Gator on my shirt. What did it look awesome? I'm good. Please don't cross some. How rude. Stephanie Tanner, you don't gotta watch me, but please watch your manners. And I be getting green so mean. Bruce Banner, give the flow and presence, man. I'm the new Santa, and I'm saying Kansas where I'm staying with. Be like pops on the wings, and even through the hating and walls they thought I'd stay in. Who you playing? I done went Super Saiyan. This, that, off the glass, off the floor, off the board jam. We in the building, you wishing you had the floor plans. You just a doorman, doorman. I wish I had more hands. Now tell me what got 2 thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. 2 thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel, and you know I reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like
history in the making, ain't you feeling it? Fee flow, they say I'm on some show stealing. My solo discography, I'm building it. Now every time you hit the space bar, I'm killing it. Yeah, I'm so awesome. 200,000 was paid to outfloss them. They don't wanna follow my lead, I gotta keep the competition in line, you gotta torch them. Fire engine red, in that drop head. Haters drop when I'm in that bobsled. Cover girl on my side as she saying yes to my as she nods. XV from the middle of the map. I'm coming to you live from the middle of the trap. Colors in the chain like Skittles out the pack. The hustler teaming with the gentleman of rap.
Now tell me I got 2 thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. 2 thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel, and you know I reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine? Yeah. Awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like I'm awesome. Every time I lay it down, I think that I kill 'em. Play possum. Death proof. Tell them open wide when they see how I'm flossing. Cooler than a peppermint, Wayne's World excellent. Party on guard, swing, work ethic harder than a. That's why I can walk up into any restaurant and close the whole thing. See, even G couldn't. Semicolon dash parentheses, text messaging. That's a side smiley face, cause I'ma make the best of it. I assume you should make room for the elephant. Boom. Where I come from is irrelevant, cause my glory is all that I revel in. And my story begins where most levels end. So all I really gotta tell them is, now tell me what got 2 thumbs and knows how to spit rhymes. 2 thumbs up, you gon' point them at this guy. Al Edison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel, and you know I reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and your Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. You fine and you're awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the sky like.
So many times I should have taken back this moment. These words I spoke, I know it. Now I can see clearly. I folded, I shouldered too much weight. I hold it, too much pain, and it destroyed me, and then rebuilt me, and now it can feel me. It follows me everywhere I go, but it can never break me. Now I know I was lying to myself back then, but the truth was always out my pen. I fade back to myself in the end. I'm just one step away. I ascend, I climb that faded staircase, and I'm reaching in vain just to hold on to them. Once again, the memories seem to blend. My enemies and friends seem to vanish in the wind. Does it take to be one step closer to your dreams? Does it mean everything in between where you are right now and where you wanna be? Must suffer for the cause like it ought to be. Me against the world in apostrophes. You look around like ain't nothing stopping me. This is my time, my choice, like the whole world gotta hear my voice, cause this is my music, my thoughts, my life. It ain't a song no more, it's a sacrifice. It's an offering of everything I got, like everything I am reflects everything I'm not. So much time wasted on all the games that we played, like every stupid mistake that we ever made. Erase the future, it's a price that we pay, but it runs too deep for the memories to fade.
low and come swimming in my ocean. Underneath the reef, keep a frankincense potion. Planets in the motion, my notion is the number 9. Holla back another time, about to share this love of mine. Lose the color line, fall in love with the one divine. I hear it calling, only one can shine. This for every kind, I'm talking man, woman, child. God bless your style, I hope you know the time. I hope you're living well, but only time will tell. I wrote the rhyme with you in mind, it didn't need to sell. I only need to feel, with each result is real. I'll send a message to the world, now let the stilo heal. So many styles, so many, many styles. Rockin' to you in follow. So many styles, so many, many styles. Call you know we're not style. So many styles, so many, many styles. Rockin' to you in follow. So many styles, so many, many styles. Call you know we're not style. It's all to the greater, the creator. Praise higher. Catch the elevation, Babylon. When none can deny ya, the seed of your soul, the sweet of serenity taking hold. I walk with a million souls so alone, wandering lost, desperate need of a zone, and to free all the stress from they dome, and needing the freedom to be where they roam. I heard them moan so lonesome inside chromosomes, falling up and down like they named Dow Jones. Trying to get connection, tuning in the dial tone. Styles vary and carry necessary vibes home. So many styles, so many, many styles. Rockin' to you in follow. So many styles, so many, many styles. Call you know we're not style. So many styles, so many, many styles. Rockin' to you in follow. So many styles, so many, many styles. Call you know we're not style.
To when they used to shape shift and shift right back. Before I picked up the mic and started writing rhymes, I could open my